Welcome to Rainbow Spotlight, where we celebrate LGBTQ icons and their journeys of self-discovery, confidence, and success. Today, we're diving into the 10 most handsome actors who have publicly come out as gay, and how their looks, style, and presence have evolved over time. From Matt Bomer's timeless Hollywood charm to Colton Haynes's bold, fashion-forward reinvention, these actors prove that true attractiveness isn't just about facial features. It's about confidence, authenticity, and the courage to live openly. Some of them were already heartthrobs before coming out, while others became even more captivating once they embraced their truth. Join us as we explore their then and now transformations and see why living authentically is the ultimate glow-up. If you love LGBTQ stories, don't forget to subscribe to Rainbow Spotlight. Number 1. Matt Bomer. The classic Hollywood look. There are few actors in Hollywood who embody the timeless elegance of a classic leading man quite like Matt Bomer. With his sharp jawline, piercing blue eyes, and effortless charm, he has been compared to Golden Age Hollywood icons such as Paul Newman and Cary Grant. But beyond his undeniable good looks, what makes Bomer even more captivating is how his confidence and authenticity have evolved over time. Then, the polished perfection of white collar. When Matt Bomer first gained widespread recognition as con artist Neil Caffrey in the hit TV series White Collar, he was the embodiment of suave sophistication. His style was impeccable: tailored suits, slicked back hair, and an effortless smirk that could get him out of any situation. He looked like he had stepped straight out of a high-end fashion editorial, and it was this refined, classic masculinity that made him one of the most desired actors of his time. In the early 2010s, Bomer was a Hollywood heartthrob, constantly listed in most handsome men rankings. However, at that time, he had not yet publicly come out as gay. While fans swooned over his movie star cheekbones and piercing gaze, there was always a sense of restraint. His public persona was carefully curated, his personal life kept discreet. But everything changed in 2012 when Bomer publicly acknowledged his sexuality while accepting a humanitarian award, thanking his husband, Simon Halls, and their 3 children. The impact was immediate. Fans and industry insiders alike praised his courage, and instead of losing his leading man appeal, Bomer grew even more charismatic, exuding a newfound confidence that made him even more attractive. Now, the confident, rugged gentleman. Fast forward to 2025, and Matt Bomer has transitioned from being the picture-perfect pretty boy to a seasoned, ruggedly handsome leading man. His face, still as striking as ever, now carries the depth of experience and wisdom. He often experiments with subtle facial hair, relaxed hairstyles, and more daring fashion choices, signaling a man completely comfortable in his own skin. His transformation extends beyond appearance. His roles have become richer and more complex. From his award-winning performance in The Normal Heart, where he played a gay man during the AIDS crisis, to intense dramas like Fellow Travelers, where he embraced queer storytelling unapologetically, Bomer has redefined what it means to be a leading man in Hollywood. Today, his handsomeness is no longer just about symmetrical features or a perfectly tailored suit. It's about the undeniable power of authenticity, self-acceptance, and confidence. Matt Bomer was always beautiful, but now he is irresistible because he is fully himself. Number 2. Neil Patrick Harris. The suave entertainer. Neil Patrick Harris has long been one of Hollywood's most charismatic actors. With his chiseled jawline, sharp features, and ever-present charm, he has captivated audiences for decades. But while he was always effortlessly handsome, his evolution from TV heartthrob to openly gay icon has added a layer of confidence that makes him even more magnetic. Then, the ultimate TV playboy. For many, Harris will forever be remembered as Barney Stinson, the legendary womanizer from How I Met Your Mother. His portrayal of Barney, a suit-clad, smooth-talking ladies' man, became an instant cultural phenomenon. The irony, of course, was that Harris was openly gay in real life, which only added to the brilliance of his performance. During his How I Met Your Mother years, Harris had a perfectly polished, classic Hollywood look. His golden blonde hair, razor-sharp suits, and playful smirk made him one of the most attractive men on television. His charm was undeniable, and he played into it perfectly, always exuding an air of confidence and control. But despite the effortless charisma he displayed on screen, Harris was one of the very few openly gay actors leading a mainstream TV show at the time. His confidence, even in an industry that was still hesitant to embrace LGBTQ+ actors in leading roles, made him stand out. Now, the refined family man. Fast forward to today, and Neil Patrick Harris has transitioned from TV playboy to sophisticated family man. His beauty has only matured, his sharp jawline is now complemented by a bit of salt and pepper refinement, and his relaxed, effortless style makes him look even more dashing. More importantly, Harris has leaned into his authentic self, becoming an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ+ rights while maintaining his position as one of Hollywood's most beloved actors. He often appears at events with his husband, David Bertka, and their 2 children, showing that his personal life is just as fulfilling as his professional one. Where Barney Stinson was a calculated charmer, the real Neil Patrick Harris is a man who exudes warmth, humor, and self-assurance. His evolution proves that true attractiveness is not just about looks. It's about confidence, authenticity, and a life well lived. Number 3. Colton Haynes, the model-turned-actor glow-up. Colton Haynes has one of the most strikingly symmetrical faces in Hollywood, with high cheekbones, sharp jawline, and captivating blue-green eyes. His evolution from a teen heartthrob to a fearlessly expressive star showcases how embracing one's true identity can amplify personal and professional charisma. Then, the all-American boy next door. Colton Haynes first made waves as a model and young actor in the late 2000s. His early career featured a clean-cut, athletic look, making him a perfect fit for roles in teen dramas like Teen Wolf and Arrow. At that time, Haynes' image was carefully curated. He had a classic boy-next-door appeal. His flawless skin, styled hair, and sculpted physique made him look like a living Abercrombie & Fitch ad. However, behind the scenes, Haynes was struggling with his identity and the pressures of Hollywood. He was encouraged to remain closeted for the sake of his career, and despite his immense popularity, there was a controlled, polished look to him. His appearances were always calculated, and his personal life remained tightly guarded. Now, the fearlessly expressive star. Everything changed in 2016 when Haynes publicly came out as gay, marking the beginning of his transformation into a more open, liberated version of himself. Since then, his appearance has also evolved dramatically. Gone is the cookie-cutter teen idol aesthetic. In its place is a bold, experimental, and confident style that reflects his true personality. Haynes has been known to play with different hairstyles, sometimes sporting platinum blonde, other times a rugged, scruffy look. His fashion choices have become edgier, more daring, and more artistic, proving that he is no longer confined by Hollywood's expectations. His post-coming-out confidence has made him even more striking. Instead of trying to fit into the mold of the perfect leading man, he now embraces his uniqueness, allowing his natural charisma to shine through. His glow-up is not just about his ever-sharp jawline or impeccable physique. It is about the energy he radiates. Colton Haynes is no longer just a pretty face. He is a symbol of self-acceptance, creativity, and resilience. Number 4. Ben Whishaw, the artistic gentleman. Ben Whishaw is not traditionally Hollywood handsome, but his delicate bone structure, piercing eyes, and quietly intense presence make him one of the most captivating actors of his generation. His beauty lies in his artistry, mystery, and quiet confidence, qualities that have only deepened over time. Then, The soft-spoken intellectual Wishaw first gained international recognition through roles in films like Perfume, the story of a murderer and bright star, where he embodied a brooding, poetic aesthetic. He had a slender, slightly androgynous look, with long, unkempt hair and an understated elegance that made him stand out. His breakthrough as Q in the James Bond franchise further cemented his image as the refined, intelligent, and enigmatic figure. He wasn't the conventional action hero, but his sharp features, quiet intensity, and effortless sophistication made him just as compelling. However, like many actors of his time, Wishaw remained private about his personal life. And while he exuded quiet charm, there was always an element of restraint in how he presented himself. Now, the confident, unapologetic artist. After publicly acknowledging his sexuality in 2012, Wishaw's presence became even more powerful. His self-assurance grew, and so did his willingness to take on daring roles and express himself more freely. Physically, his evolution has been just as striking. While he still maintains his intellectual, artistic charm, he has experimented with different hairstyles, facial hair, and a more relaxed, effortlessly stylish wardrobe. His once slightly reserved demeanor has been replaced with a quiet but undeniable confidence. Today, Wishaw is the epitome of understated, timeless beauty. He carries himself with grace, intelligence, and a deep understanding of who he is, qualities that make him even more attractive as he continues to defy Hollywood norms. His transformation proves that handsomeness isn't just about looks. It's about presence, authenticity, and the depth of one's artistry. Number 5. Jim Parsons. From awkward genius to refined gentleman. Jim Parsons may not have fit the traditional mold of a Hollywood leading man when he first rose to fame, but his transformation over the years has been nothing short of remarkable. His signature expressive eyes, high cheekbones, and tall, slender frame gave him a unique charm, but it was his journey towards self-acceptance that truly unlocked his full potential. Then, the lovable nerd Parsons became a household name thanks to his iconic role as Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory. As the quirky, socially awkward genius, Parsons leaned into a very specific look. Short, neatly combed hair, minimal facial expression, and a wardrobe dominated by superhero t-shirts. While Sheldon was endearing in his own way, Parsons himself rarely played into the idea of being a Hollywood heartthrob. In public appearances, he maintained a reserved, understated demeanor, and his personal life remained mostly private in the early years of his fame. His decision to come out publicly in 2012 was a turning point, not just for his personal life, but also for his overall presence in Hollywood. He spoke openly about his long-term relationship with his now husband, Todd Spiewak, and from that moment on, something shifted. Now, the confident, charismatic star. After stepping away from The Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons reinvented himself. He embraced more challenging, dramatic roles, including his brilliant turn in The Boys in the Band and Hollywood. Along with this evolution in his career came a newfound sense of confidence in his appearance. Gone was the awkward nerd persona. In its place, Parsons emerged as a polished, stylish gentleman, often seen in tailored suits, sleek hairstyles, and an easy, effortless confidence that had been less visible in his earlier years. The Parsons of today is a man who embraces his identity fully, exuding a quiet elegance and maturity. His handsomeness is not just about facial features, it's about how he carries himself, the way he speaks, and the ease with which he expresses himself. Where Sheldon Cooper was rigid and emotionally detached, the real Jim Parsons is thoughtful, warm, and undeniably magnetic. His transformation is proof that attractiveness is not just about youth or conventional beauty, it's about confidence, authenticity, and growth. These actors prove that coming out does not diminish a person's appeal. If anything, it enhances it. The confidence that comes with embracing one's identity makes someone far more captivating than any chiseled jawline or perfect set of features. In 2025, Hollywood is seeing more LGBTQ+ representation than ever before, and these men have paved the way for a new generation of actors who no longer have to hide who they are. True handsomeness is not just about how someone looks. It is about how they carry themselves, how they embrace their truth, and how they use their platform to inspire others. And if these actors have shown us anything, it is that being yourself is always the most attractive thing you can be.